In 2005, Apple released its 5th generation iPod. It also happened to be the year that Chantel Ray started her real estate career here in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Since then, everything in our world has changed. We couldn't be prouder of our 15-year history of our dedication to serving buyers and sellers here in Virginia. Our commitment to this community has never changed, and it never will. We've invested millions of dollars into charitable organizations around Hampton Roads and partnered with them over the years to help bring light and hope to people in need. As we've committed to our vision of changing lives in our communities, others have been paying attention. Over the last few months, we've rapidly grown and attracted new talent from coast to coast. As we've started to become a nationally recognized brand, we decided that it was time for change. Our brand is now so much more than we were 15 years ago. The mission of our company will never change. We'll continue to glorify God by putting our clients' interests above our own. We'll now serve communities through abundant giving in cities all across America. Today is a new day as we become Canzel Realty. Our new name and brand will have glimpses and ties into our past, but will open the door to new opportunities. We'll be updating our website, our marketing collateral with a new look and feel while holding on to our core values that have stood the test of time. So get ready. If it has to sell, call Canzel.
'Cause if it has to sell,
if it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com. 'Cause if it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com. Canzel Realty is different, you see. If you don't love your home in 90 days, we'll sell it for free. If you're not happy, just tell us goodbye. You're never locked in a contract, so just give us a try. Canzel will get your home top dollar. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. we'll never miss a caller. If it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com. 'Cause if it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com. 'Cause if it has to sell, call Canzel, Canzel.com. 'Cause if it has to sell, call Canzel, Canzel.com. Canzel Realty's different, you'll see. If you don't love your home in 90 days, we'll sell it for free. If you're not happy, just tell us goodbye. You're never locked in a contract, so just give us a try. Canzel will get your home top dollar. From 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. we'll never miss a caller. If it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com. 'Cause if it has to sell, call Canzel at Canzel.com.
Hey guys, I've been thinking and praying for over a year of a brand that would allow agents to brand themselves and build their business and not just feel like they're building the brand of Chantel Ray. Our vision for the company is big. It's much bigger than me or my name. And if you look at older companies, they're named after people, but newer companies that are trending and are taking over on Fortune 500 companies are things like NextHome, Redfin. They're not names. And so I started looking at all the Fortune 500 companies out there. And a lot of them that were created is what I call suggestive trademarking. A suggestive trademark is a suggestion of the quality or nature of the service, but it doesn't straightforwardly tell it to you. So some examples of this are Pinterest, so pinning your interest, 7-Eleven, which was originally open from 7 to 11, Netflix, right? It's internet and flicks, which are movies, Groupon, a coupon offered at a group rate. And so suggestive trademarks are mostly commonly used because there's a clear definition in the branding. It stands out, and when it's well done, it's kind of sticky. I have consulted with chief marketing officers of companies like Loan Depot, Movement Mortgage, Realty One, as well as people from all different walks of life, people who are nurses or doctors, boards of CEOs, just people who are stay-at-home moms. focus groups where we literally just brainstorm for days or months on what is the perfect name that could be a suggestive trademark. We knew that we wanted to keep CR initials. That was so important to me. And the reason is because we pay our shares out of a company called CR Global, which we've already spent hundreds and thousands of dollars getting that all set up, along with CR Cares, which is our 501c3. And it just wouldn't make sense to completely abandon CR. That is where Canzell began to be born. Cancel, just with a Z. And everyone knows our jingle. If it has to sell, call Chantel. Well, guess what? The jingle hasn't changed. It's going to be, if it has to sell, call Canzell. But instead of calling me, I want them calling you. And so it's kind of like Margaret Canzell, J-Mac Canzell, Edwin Canzell, Tiffany Canzell. This new brand is all about you, the agent. The big question you're probably wondering is, what is the timeline? We're going to be marketing and branding Canzell Realty as of November 1st. It may be even sooner than that. We have already registered Chantel Ray Real Estate Inc. as doing business as Canzell Realty. That will be finalized in about 7 to 15 days. So either October 15th or November 1st, we will keep you posted on that date. We will let you know on the exact date we're going to be rolling this out to the community. Now, if you want to get new Canzell business cards, we want to reimburse you up to $50. So that is going to be in effect. We are going to send you information about this, but it's only valid until December 15th. So if you want to get your new business cards, you turn in your receipt, we'll reimburse you up to $50 to do it. We have a guy named Peter Core that said he would do 1,000 business cards for $50. He'll design it for you. He's a graphic designer. That is a great price. So we'll give you that information. But that DBA will allow for a really smooth transition because as an agent, you can either market yourself for a while as Chantel Ray Real Estate or Canzell because it's doing business as. Now, as an agent at Canzell Realty, you will be backed by the most effective marketing machine. We've already spent over $10 million on marketing our brand, but guess what? The jingle is still the same. The slogan has stayed the same. Our CR differences are the same. Our colors are the same. So this is a tweak of the brand instead of a whole new marketing. In addition, we budgeted hundreds of thousands of dollars to market this new tweak brand so everyone will know Chantel Ray has moved over to Canzell Realty. Along with the transition of Canzell Realty, we will be joining the National Association of Realtors. And the reason is for you to further allow you to market yourself with a more powerful and nationally recognized platform as a realtor. One of the options we've provided over the years here locally is the ability to either be a realtor or a real estate agent. Some of you have chosen to join our realtor firm, and some of you have joined our non-realtor firm. We've been fortunate to offer this locally, and as we're learning, it's not optional for most parts of the country. So all across the country, there's only about 8 territories in the whole US that allow you to be a realtor firm and a non-realtor firm, because most across the country, if you want to be a realtor, it's tied to the MLS, and it wouldn't make sense for you not to be a realtor if that is the requirement for you to join the MLS. We've now learned that here locally, this is no longer going to be an option in the near future. The board will not be allowing us to have 2 separate firms like a Canzell Real Estate and a Canzell Realty. So I've been closely in touch with the board, negotiating the best deal possible for what I believe will be an inevitable transition. Since the transition to becoming a realtor will be forced at some point, we decided to transition now under these amazing terms. As a realtor, you'll have access to the Circle of Excellence Awards, powerful designations to distinguish your brand, such as ABR, which is the Accredited Buyer Representative, CRS, which is the Certified Residential Specialist, and so many more of these different designations. You'll also have increased educational opportunities. So they'll have lots of classes you can do. They have staff attorneys that you can call and contact if you have a question. And they also have lobbying powers, as well well as arbitration and mediation. So Tim, our MP, one of our MPs, he can personally attest to this Realtor Association and when they stepped in.
As a member of the Realtor Association, it helped me out immensely. I went for a procuring cause, tried to go in and get commission that was due me because of a procuring cause situation. The association helped out with mediation and arbitration and helped me win that commission. And that was almost $15,000 in commission that I got because the association stepped in with mediation and arbitration.
One of the big benefits that I feel like about joining the Realtor Association is that they are a giant organization that lobbies on behalf of all real estate agents for numerous things, right? They're trying to protect our livelihood. And one of the big things that they're doing right now is trying to make sure that mortgage interest continues to be a tax write-off and things of that nature. So they're really helping our industry from the consumer standpoint and from the agent standpoint. So it's a big benefit to be a member of the Realtor Association.
2020 has been a really exciting year for Chantel Ray Real Estate. Our virtual model has allowed us to expand nationally to Washington State, Texas, Florida, and new locations in North Carolina. This model has also allowed us to reinvest money and give it back to you through our expanded revenue share plan, where you can get up to 25% of company dollar, and our new 80-20 split with only $14,000 cap nationwide, us allowing you to have health insurance, our new and improved websites, and one of the pieces I'm most excited about is ownership shares. I'm so excited to offer these shares to you because our agents who were here with us just in the beginning of Kanzell and joined us at ground level, just think about how well the people are doing who had stock in Apple, Amazon, and Uber at the beginning. Don't you wish you were part of Apple, Amazon, and Uber right when they first started? Well, these shares and ownership opportunities are going to be our way of giving back to you, the agents who've helped us build this amazing company from the ground floor. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you for being part of what I truly believe to be the most dynamic, most talented, hardworking, and generous group of people. And eventually, we're going to be all over the United States. I'm just so excited for what the future has for us, and as well as just to help equip you, the agent, to help build your brand, help build your business, and help you achieve your goals in real estate. I truly believe the best is yet to come for our company. And remember, if it has to sell, call Kanzell.
Okay, so a lot of you, now that you know all about Kanzell, let's talk about the particulars. So for your business cards, we are going to be sending you a link where you can order your new business cards, and you can get 1,000 of them for $50. It's going to be really easy. All you have to do is click on the link, fill in your information, upload your picture, and you'll have an instant proof. Now, if you purchase your business cards and send us a paid receipt by December 15th, we will reimburse you $50 for those business cards. So remember, go ahead and order your new business cards. Send us the paid receipt no later than December 15th, and we will send you $50 back. So your first set of Kanzell business cards are on us. Next, let's talk about your signs. So if you're here locally, we will continue to call up and down your signs if you want to use the standard generic Kanzell real estate sign through the end of next year. So if you're local and you want to use the standard Kanzell real estate sign on your listings, just let us know and we will take care of that through the end of next year, so December of 2021. And lastly, I know you're wondering what's going on with your KV Core websites. We are going to put in a redirect for you so that all of your clients who already know your KV Core website, they will be taken to your new one, and all it's going to be is a domain change. There's nothing you're going to have to do. So if your current website is heather.chantelrayhomes.com, it'll automatically redirect them to your new site. Now, when you're ordering your business cards, the web address you're going to want to put on your new business cards is whatever your current address is, where it says Chantel Ray Homes, it's now going to say Kanzell Homes. So for instance, if your web address is heather.chantelrayhomes.com, your new address is going to be heather.kanzellhomes.com. So make sure you put your new address on there and everything else will be taken care of for you. Also, if you have a vanity URL, we can easily redirect that to the new site as well. So, and we always recommend that because people remember those way more than the silly ones that we have to give you. So if you have jmaxsellshamptonroads.com, we can easily forward that to your new site. And remember, it's just a domain change. Nothing on your site is changing other than the logo and the domain and the URL. We've also created a brand new branding website for you to be able to find all the information you need, from logos to fonts to actual colors. If you go to canzell.com/branding, you will see our entire branding guideline where you can download everything from a PNG file of the logo to the vector file if you're having something printed. You'll also be able to see the exact codes of the exact colors for all of our branding guidelines. Okay, so I know a lot of you probably have some questions about the realtor dues, so I want to help answer them and tell you some exciting news that we have been able to take care of for you. So the first thing I want to tell you is really exciting. We were able to get your application and your initiation fees taken care of. So that's saving you almost $400 right off the bat. As long as you submit your application for membership by October 31st, you will have no application fee and no initiation fee, a savings of almost $400. So everyone, make sure you go and fill out your applications to be a member of Hurrah, and that will make sure you have no application fees. If you do it after October 31st, it's no longer valid. So I want to kind of explain to you how the dues are going to work, what deals we've been able to work out, because we have some really great ones, and just kind of showing you how everything works. So first reminder, you're going to apply before October 31st to the Realtor Board, and there's no application fee. There's no initiation fee. You're literally just going to do a paper application. Once you do that, within a couple days, they will process that and you will have provisional membership, meaning you have access to everything. So you can log in, you can get access to all the different cool things we're going to talk to you about that the Realtor Association can do. So once you do that, you have 90 days to take the ethics class. The other awesome thing is they are going to send an instructor to us at least 2 different times, maybe more, to teach the ethics class to us so we don't have to go to the Hurrah building. So so we will be sending out the dates for that. You have to take that class within 90 days or your provisional membership will expire and then you'll lose the no application fee, the no initiation fee that we're taking care of for you. So more dates will be coming out for that. So make sure you take that ethics class. If you have been a realtor within the last 3 years and you took the ethics class within the last 3 years, you don't have to take it again. But for those of us who haven't taken it in more than 3 years or have never taken it, we will need to take the ethics class again. And again, they're going to come to us and teach it. So that's really great. Okay, so the way that realtor dues work is you pay a year in advance. So for 2020, we would have been paying for 2021's dues, but we weren't members for most of 2020. So it is, we are taking care of, I'm going to show you how this is all going to work out. And I'm going to try to explain it the easiest way I possibly can. So for 2020, they are not making us pay any 2020 dues. So for the current year we're in, which we would have technically paid last year, they are not making us pay any dues for that. We got all of those taken care of. Now in 2020, we would have been paying 2021's dues. So we do have to pay 2021's dues, but we got it reduced to $475. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't have $475. Well, I have a couple options for you. The first option is you will be able to, the first option is if you're like, I want to go ahead and pay the $475 and be done with it. They just have to receive it by January 31st of 2021. So you can go ahead and pay the $475. You have several months to save that up. You can pay it before January 31st and 2021 is taken care of and we move on to the 2022 dues, which is really paid in 2021. If you're like, I don't have $475 now, I'm not going to have $475 by January 31st. What other options you got? Well, let me show you. So what they're allowing us to do is if you haven't paid, or if you don't have the $475 to pay in a lump sum, they are allowing us to break that out over a 10-month span. So what I want to show you is the Realtor Association has done something really great since the last time we were in it. We used to have to we only had one choice to pay once a year and that was it. Now they do a 10-month payment option. And so you pay January to October and you don't have to pay in November and December. So what they've done is they took the $475,
that we would have been paying this year for next year's dues, and they broke them up over 10 months. So if you don't want to pay the $475 by January 31st, no problem. You can pay $47.50 a month over 10 months. Now, if you want to do the $47.50 a month over 10 months, we also have to start paying on 2022's dues. That's what's technically we will be paying in 2021. So that's $67.50 a month. So you have the option to do that over a 10-month plan as well. So they allowed us to push both of those, the year we should have already paid for and the year that we're supposed to be paying for, into 1 year over a monthly 10-month payment plan. So that would equal $115 a month when you add 2021's dues plus 2022's that we're paying on for the year in advance. So that's $115 a month for 10 months. You can choose that option if you like. So option 1, you pay $475 by January 31st, and then you could start on. So if you did that, in this case, if you paid the $475, one lump sum by January 31st, then you could go on the monthly 10-month payment plan of only $67.50 a month because you already paid this $47.50. You don't have to worry about it. So you could just pay $67.50 a month for January through October. You always have November and December off, and then you move on to the next year. Or if you're like, I don't have $475, I don't want to pay $475 right now, you can space it out over 10 months, and then you can also include you'll have to include the next months in that. Then when we get on to 2022, you just go back to the one-time yearly fees, and you can always pay them in a lump sum, or you can do them over a 10-month payment plan. So it's really nice because instead of having to pay one giant, lump sum a year, you can space it out over 10 months, and it makes it really manageable. So I showed you a couple of years examples here. Now remember, 2020, this way, you would have been paying 2021. In 2021, you're technically paying 2022's dues because they're paid a year in advance. In 2022, you'll be paying 2023's dues. So remember, they pay them a year in advance. So we kind of got to play a little catch up here to catch up to where we were. And they've worked out these really great deals with us with a reduced amount that we have to pay and a spaced out payment plan that you can do. So those are a couple of options. We also have one other option that if you want to just pay the $47.50 a month for the 10 months, so this would technically be 2021's dues. So you'd only pay the $47.50, trying to hide this with my hand, and not the $67.50. You'd pay the $47.50 over the 10 months, but you'd have to pay $675 like in November or December, because you'd have to make sure your dues were caught up before we got to 2022, because then you'd be in bad realtor standing and we'd have to send your license back. So there is also that option where you could just pay the $47.50 over the 10 months, but then you will have to pay a lump sum of $675 in either November or December to make sure you're caught up before you get to 2022. So that's also another option that you can choose if that's something that you're looking forward to. So we have lots of options here. So again, I'm just going to do a quick recap, and I hope you were writing all of this down. Application and initiation fees taken care of. All you have to do is fill out your application by October 31st, submit it, and you're going to get a login, and you can start looking around and using all of the different things the Realtor Association would be able to provide to you. Number 2, they've waived the remaining dues for the rest of 2020. We don't have to back pay any dues for October, November, and December of 2020. Number 3, they prorated 2021's dues for us to $475. You have a couple of options of how to pay them. One lump sum before January 31st, you pay $475, then you're right back on track where everyone else in the Realtor Association is. If you don't want to pay that, you can pay it monthly over a 10-month period of $47.50. Now, we also have to start paying 2022's dues. That would be $67.50 a month over a 10-month period, January to October. So if you add those two numbers together each month, it's $115 a month. That gets you caught up for the 2021 year and what you were supposed to pay in 2021 for 2022's dues year. So that's kind of the quick recap of that. You have to take the ethics class within 90 days. They are going to send an instructor to us at least 2 different times, maybe more, to take the class, or you can always go take it at Hurrah, but they're going to bring them to us to help make it really easy transition, but you must take the ethics class within 90 days. And those are just their requirements. So I feel like we've worked out such a great deal here. We've gotten a ton of fees waived for you and a really nice 10-month payment plan, not only for next year, but every year they're going forward. January through October, you can pay just a small monthly fee, nothing for November and December, and then you pick back up again the next year.
One of the best things about being part of the Realtors Association is being part of the educational component. So as a realtor and as being part of the board, you are applicable to be able to attend a slew of educational trainings and brainstorms, masterminds, things to where it will help you grow your business.
So as a realtor, you can also qualify for the Circle of Excellence Awards here locally, which is a huge gala. It's a lot of fun, a time to hang out and to network with other agents. But most importantly, all your clients and your friends on social media, they're going to see you on the stage receiving these really illustrious awards, and it'll help you grow your business.
Okay, so when can we start announcing this to everyone? So we have turned in all of our paperwork to DPOR, and as soon as it goes live on the DPOR site, we will be announcing that day. So be on the lookout. We are anticipating this is going to happen around October 15th, but it could be as late as November 1st. So check your emails every day, because what's going to happen is as soon as it goes live, we are going to send everyone an email, and we want everyone to collectively at the same time go on their social media, change their company, give a big shout out, share some videos that we're going to have for you. So be on the lookout. We are planning to do this around October 15th. The minute DPOR makes it live on their site, we're going to be sending you an email to say now is the time to let everyone know about Kanzel Realty.
This is Kanzel.